With all due respect to this tragic situation of this mother, daughter who went to Mexico to have cosmetic surgery, and the unfortunate happened. So let's go ahead and get into this story.
Here's Anieli Ruiz.
She was my baby. She was my baby.
With a broken heart, Nora Whitehead is sharing her pain. The loss of her 31-year-old daughter, Cheyenne Medrano.
It was hard to believe that there was no hope.
She says Cheyenne had been in an abusive relationship.
She just thought that she was overweight, and she thought that she wasn't beautiful anymore.
She wanted to change her image through plastic surgery.
She went to Matamoros, Mexico, and she went for surgery for liposuction and a BBL.
Cheyenne's surgery took place in March at Clinica K3. A friend drove her to Matamoros. She went without letting her family know.
For $3,000, my daughter paid with her life.
Her death from fungal meningitis tied to an outbreak at a pair of clinics in the Mexican border city near Brownsville. The CDC putting out a warning late this summer saying anyone who received the epidural anesthesia at these facilities is at risk.
When a fungus is causing that inflammation or an infection in the lining of the brain, we call it a fungal meningitis.
So now this mother is speaking out. This mother is hurt. This mother is damaged. This young lady, she had children. You know, rest in peace, condolences to the family. But, man, I'm telling y'all, these abusive relationships, it's not just always physical, as we very well know. It can be emotional. Again, when you allow someone to enter into your mind to tell you what you need. Now, and see, I'm not saying that this young lady had low self-esteem. In no way am I saying that. But sometimes when people get into these relationships and you talk about something that's, so to speak, negative about yourself, or you let somebody know where your weak points are at, or what your concerns are, what you don't feel good about when it comes to body image. When people sometimes want to break you down, it's kind of like you've already revealed to them where to go with it. And I'm not saying, you know, just because you done told this person or this person, because it could be, you know, one of your best friends, so to speak. Now, what type of best friend wants to break down somebody like that? You ain't even got to necessarily be in a relationship. Or sometimes people just want to use things against people. You know, go for the outward or what they see to break somebody down for whatever reason. Now, I remember it was this gentleman, and we was not in any form of a relationship. I didn't know him like that. We were in school together. Now, this is not high school, but we were in school together, and he made some type of comment to me about my body. Lord, what he go there for? What he go there for? Because by the time I finished, and I'm not saying that that was the answer, because it's not. It wasn't the answer, but it's like, take a stand for yourself, you know, because you have to set boundaries to let people know, oh no, we're not going there. Because once you give them a little bit of, they just gonna keep working it over. Okay, so this young lady, she went to Mexico. And sometimes that's a red flag in itself. Sometimes. She came from Houston. I think Mexico is like a 6-hour drive or so, to get a $3,000 BBL and liposuction included. Very affordable, as we know. Procedures are in Mexico versus having it done in the United States. Been said, do your research, go online, go down the rabbit hole, do what you got to do to be safe, to protect yourself, so that you can come back home to your family. But I'm going to tell you, any form of surgery, though, is serious. Any form of surgery is serious. And you're not able to do for yourself like you want to. You do rely on other people. I don't care if it's just your pinky that you're getting surgery on. It's surgery. Pinky, finger, pinky, toe. Surgery is surgery. I once thought about one time getting implants. Yes, I did. But after I saw someone close to me, what they were going through in their recovery phase, I thought, oh no. I just mentally, it did something to me. I said, I just can't do it. But those who have done it and it did work out for you, it's a blessing. Any form of surgery, once again, and it works out. Anything that we're having to be put to sleep for, anesthesia, whether it's a procedure, not just surgery. But this going over to Mexico, I don't know if it would be considered, now this is just my opinion, but I sometimes, at this very moment, I feel like sometimes the stakes might be against a person, because you don't know. I mean, they're operating how they want to operate. Again, you don't know. And I think too, when money becomes a factor, like $3,000, the worth of that may be worth it to that doctor or to that clinical staff to make the money and just go along with it for what it is worth. But it's not. It's like, does anyone have any empathy? Like, what if that was, your loved one going to that particular facility when you already know things are going on? But a lot of times some people just keep quiet and just keep doing business as usual. But the mother, she's doing as far as speaking out. She is speaking out. She says she's trying to forewarn people. And I can respect that, getting the word out there. But, people have minds of their own as to how they want to go about things and what they want to do. And sometimes the outcome ain't even really what you expected. Sometimes the outcome is not even what you really expected. You go into these doctors with pictures showing them what you want to look like. Sometimes the doctor act like they get it. Sometimes they act like sometimes they might even tell you up front, this is not logical. This is not. It's just quite interesting. I would just say be careful. But you go in with these pictures thinking one outcome, and then once you do see the outcome, then you're not satisfied, and then that's another problem. And then sometimes, some of these BBLs I have seen, oh my gosh. But some of this stuff, it's like it just becomes a trend. It becomes a fad, but never to risk your life. Let's continue to be careful and do our research.